Budgeting. Before you go into the budgeting process, goal setting and planning must be complete. A lot of times, lack of proper planning and goal setting leads to poor budgeting. If people do not know their goals, where are they going to start from? And how do they ensure that they don't just repeat the current mode of operations? The possibilities are high that they may miss substantial changes. They may budget too little or too much, causing a lot of rework and frustration. What is a budget? A budget is a future course of action expressed in financial terms. Is a statement of your proposed income and expenditure over a defined period, usually 1 year. The important thing here is that budget is an estimation, it is futuristic, and for a specific period. A budget is the instrument that helps you to achieve your financial goal. Budgets can be prepared weekly, monthly, quarterly, and annually. In preparing the budget, there are 3 key areas we need to focus on: expenses, savings and investment, income. We shall examine each of these key areas and then prepare our personal budgets. The expense plan. One key area in the budgeting process is making an expense plan. Personal expense is defined as the amount paid for day-to-day living, which includes food, transport, utilities, among others. Expectedly, it is defined as consumer expenditures, in which the money is spent on things that are consumed and will not be used to generate more income in the future. So we can say that personal expenses is like, when you put money in the pot and then you just eat it. It's consumed and is non-productive. Education expenses is also considered a consumer expenditure. In personal financial management, children's school fees is referred to as expenses. But you see, when you pay money for a master's program, let's say, for example, an MSc or MBA, or you pay money for short courses that gives you specialized skills that lead to significant improvement in your income, they are viewed as an investment. It's not seen as an expense. It's viewed as an investment. An investment in which you can actually access education loan. So far, the incremental income is able to pay the education loan. Let's look at a typical expense period planning. The planning range can be short, can be medium, or long term. It depends on if your goal is short, medium, or long term. The financial goal we'll have is key steps and the attributable costs. Let's say, for example, the individual is currently 25 years and has a short-term goal of planning to get married. Then he will need to take steps to set up a home. That would involve buying furniture, electronics, and some equipment. He will start paying rent, and probably he might want to further his education so that he can enhance his income to be able to look after the wife. All these future costs must be estimated. You will go through your different financial goals and break them down like that into steps and their cost implications. By the time the individual is 60 years and above, he will start reaping the fruits of years of investment, whether good or bad. At this stage, he would also need to take care of his daily maintenance and travels. Now, we need to prepare the details of the expense plan using the template on the slide. We are going to need the cost obtained from the period planning, and the current expenditure as determined in Module 3. This will be imputed into the expense plan template to give us the financial equivalent of the individual's plans and goals. At this stage, the cost implication of the savings and investment options that is adopted by the individual is included in the template. We are going to be considering this, savings and investment options, in the next module. The total outflow will be summed up on a month-by-month basis. Once your expense, both current and projected, and your savings and investment costs have been imputed on the expense plan, the next step is to identify your sources of income, both current and prospective. List the jobs for which you receive a salary or wages. List all self-employments for which you receive income, including farm income, sales commission. List other sources of income, maybe things like bonus pay, dividends and interest, alimony or child support, pension or retirement income, and public assistance or family support. List them all. Identify various sources of prospective income and how you intend to grow in your career or business over the years. The difference between what you are doing at this stage of the budget plan and what we did in Module 3 when we were trying to understand the current state of our finances is that the income that we are considering now includes the expected income from business and career growth, and is not just the current income. In making a budget, you need to think of ways of improving your income to be able to meet up with the projected expenses. We are now looking at projections. You've projected certain expenses, so you also need to look for prospective income that will meet up with these projected expenses. What are the options open to you to improve your income? There are two types of income. We have the linear income and we have the passive income. The linear income is the one you earn when you are being paid for the work that you do. No work, no pay. Examples of these are the salaries and wages, income from business. The passive income is the income you earn from investment or assets that keep generating income even though you are not actively involved. The return is based on the asset type, the quality of the asset, and the volume that was invested, and not the hours of work that you do. Examples of these: dividend, interest, royalty, capital gains. We are all expected to build more of this type of income over time, so that as we get older, we have something to fall back on, even if we cannot work. You need to devise strategies to enhance your income, to meet up with your budgeted plans. Some of the ways that you can do this is to enhance your skills by furthering your education through an executive management program or through an MBA to acquire some specialized skills, or to learn a new trade or business in order to command more salary or income. You can change your career path. You can choose a career that is more financially rewarding. You can do some part-time work, like teaching in business schools, writing books, public speaking, starting a family business. However, you need to ensure there is no conflict of interest with this part-time work and your regular employment. You can also enhance your sources of income by making investments. You make investments in real estate and you earn rental income. You make investment in shares, in bonds. You earn dividend and interest over time. Having set your expense plans income plans, and your savings and investment plan, it's time to create a budget. The personal budgeting master plan template is displayed on the next slide to guide you through the budgeting process. When you are doing this, remember, the budget can be created over various periods: short-term, medium-term, long-term. In order to accommodate peculiarities, you can actually create additional periods. In fact, you can create the budget over any period of time that relates to your goals. When you make budgets over a long period of time, usually you review it every year to make sure that it's still realistic. What do we do now? Enter your projected monthly expenses into the projected column of your budgeted sheets. Add up all projected monthly expenses and enter the total into a total expenses category at the bottom of the projected column. Enter your projected monthly income below your projected expenses. Figure out the difference. What happens if your budget does not balance? You can either increase your income or reduce your expenditure. On your list of expenditures, classify the ones that are needs and the ones that are wants. You can manage without the wants. What are the benefits of preparing a budget? It assists you in knowing your financial situation. It helps you in making informed financial decisions. It makes you aware of issues that need to be addressed. It makes you aware of financial problems in good time. It creates financial efficiency.